first game in the SEC tournament and then lost the next. But this year it's different. Ole Miss now has won. They go to the finals tomorrow. And Coach Bob Weltlich is standing by now with a member of the winning Ole Miss team.
Bobby, thank you. I've got 3 of them, actually. We're going to
The Ole Miss Rebel fans continue to celebrate. They won today over Vanderbilt 65-62. In just a moment, it'll be Auburn going up against the Alabama Crimson Tide. The Gulf most valuable players in the game today. First of all, for the Vanderbilt Commodores, the entire team. Hard to pick anybody. Everybody played extremely well. Scott Drought had 15 points to lead the Commodores. The most valuable player for the Ole Miss Rebels, Patrick Eddy. He had 14 points and had some important baskets and, more importantly, important rebounds in the contest to help the Rebels to the win. He's now standing by with Bob Weltlich.
And another one of the winning members of the Ole Miss team, Patrick Eddy. Patrick, looking back about 4 or 5 games ago when you were langling on the bench, did you ever think that you'd be in a situation where not only would you be starting, but you'd be getting ready to prepare for the Southeastern Conference Tournament Finals?
Well, I knew I had to be patient in order to get in the starting lineup, but I have a lot of faith in myself, so I believe I was going to make it here, but I didn't know when.
Well, here we have a situation where Gerald takes the ball to the basket and you come in on the backside, but you've had really now, not only in the tournament, but the last LSU game, 3 very big games. Has your role been well defined, and how do you fit into the thing with Sean Murphy playing as the other big guy?
Well, I think my job is to be an impact player, whether I start or come off the bench. And my attitude is to be an impact player whenever I get in the game, so I have the same mentality whether I'm starting or not.
Well, you had an impact in today's game, and I'm going to talk to the guy that really had an impact down the stretch, Gerald Glass. Gerald, another outstanding game. I thought we'd lost you early on.
Well, I went up high and, I got bridged, and so I came down on top of Joe Harvell, just knocked the wind out of me.
Just knocked the wind out of you?
Oh, yeah.
Every time I looked, something was happening. I mean, I never seen a guy for going as long as you did without getting banged up. All of a sudden, you paid your dues today. Every time I looked, you were down.
Well, I tried to get around Grant, and he kind of stuck his arm out and he kind of got me in the jaw. But, I came out a couple of minutes and I was able to come back.
Well, right here's a big basket, of course, late in the game. And as everybody knows by now, not only did you make the 3-pointers, but you stepped up and knocked down the free throws. You've been through it before, but what is a guy thinking when he's at the free throw line in that last situation, knowing that that's going to be the difference of getting to the finals or not?
Well, you try to block out everything and stay focused, and you go up there and you just go through your normal routine and just try to knock them down.
Number 44 on your wrist. Explain to me what the situation is. I noticed you've been wearing an armband with 44 on it.
Well, I met Hank Gather down in the Playboy All-America photo shootout, and he was a nice guy. And, it's unfortunate, what happened to him, and I'm just wearing this in tribute to him. The rest of my team decided to wear them, and I just decided to do that during this tournament.
Well, that's the Gerald Glass. We're going to go from here. Once again, congratulations on a big win. Best of luck in the finals. And after that, super luck in what I'm sure is going to be a great NBA career. Let's go back to Bob Kessling.
Okay, Coach, thanks very much. Gerald Glass, of course, didn't do much in the first half. Came on strong in the second and had 2 key 3-pointers down the stretch. In fact, one of those helped the Ole Miss Rebels go ahead of the Vanderbilt Commodores 65-62. That's the final. Ole Miss is going to the finals tomorrow against the winner of the Auburn-Alabama game, which is coming up in just a moment. We'll continue from the Orlando Arena in just a moment.